The chill in the room seemed to deepen, wrapping around Clara as she stared at the white feather, a stark symbol of innocence tucked beside her uncle's last, unlit cigar. The list on the parchment felt heavy in her hand, a cryptic ledger of names and dates, ending with the day Arthur died. The crudely drawn eye at the bottom seemed to watch her, a silent, unnerving witness. Her first instinct was to call the police, but what would she say? That her uncle, who died of natural causes, left behind a weird box and a nonsensical list? They would dismiss her as a grieving niece, seeing conspiracy and clutter. No, Arthur had left this for her. It was a puzzle, and her uncle, a man who dedicated his life to obscure history, had always appreciated a well-constructed puzzle. Clara's gaze fell upon the small, tarnished silver key. It was clearly not a key for a door. It was too delicate, too ornate. She ran her thumb over its surface, feeling for any imperfection. There, on the bow of the key, almost worn smooth, was a tiny engraving. Squinting, she could just make out a series of numbers separated by a decimal point. It was a library classification code. The Oakhaven Village Library was a dusty, silent place, smelling of aging paper and floor wax. With a librarian's hesitant help, Clara found the corresponding book, a dry, academic tome titled Vase of the British Isles. It was a book Arthur would have owned. As she flipped through the brittle pages depicting various bird species, she felt a slight thickness in the spine. Carefully, she worked her finger into the gap and pulled out a small, folded piece of vellum, identical to the list. Her uncle's familiar spidery handwriting covered the page. "My dearest Clara, if you are reading this, then my watch has ended, and you have proven yourself as discerning as I'd always hoped. I apologize for the secrecy, but our work demands it. The feather is the mark of the flock, an organization that has existed for centuries. We are not spies or assassins, but observers. We watch. We ensure the timeline of history proceeds without malicious alteration." The ritual on the porch was a signal. The unlit cigar meant all is well. Had it been lit, it would have been a sign of extreme danger. The sherry was a silent toast to the names on the list you found. My predecessors, my friends, observers who have gone to roost. The key did not open a lock, but a path. This one. The eye is our symbol, for we are the quiet witnesses to the world's passage. By opening the box, you have signaled your potential to take my place. I have watched you, Clara, your sharp mind, your integrity. I chose you. Clara's breath hitched. Her quiet, sherry-sipping uncle was a guardian of history. The whole village, this whole sleepy, mundane world suddenly felt different, layered with unseen significance. She folded the note, her mind racing. The mystery of Arthur Penwright was solved, but a new one, the mystery of her own future, had just begun. That evening, as the sun began to set, Clara walked onto the porch. She looked at the empty chair and the ashtray with the single cigar. Then she went back inside, poured a glass of sherry, and returned to the porch. She didn't sit, but stood, overlooking the quiet street, the glass cool in her hand. Across the way, the village baker was sweeping his stoop. He looked up, his eyes meeting hers. He gave a slow, almost imperceptible nod. Clara raised her glass in a silent, solemn toast, the weight of centuries settling upon her shoulders. Her watch had begun.